Hey, what's good, y'all? This is V Marie, also known as your girl V92. Just coming to you guys again with another good video. Felt like I wanted to speak on something in particular that's been on my mind for a while. So, this topic is going to be about black female insecurity and the swirler fanatics. Now, as you can see, I have a picture up of Crystal and Karzin. This is her family. And this black woman in particular really kind of gets under my skin because it shows black women as if they're in a desperate position to beg for white male attention. Now they always, mention the good things about, dating interracially for black women, and they always encourage black women to look outside the box, which is great. But I feel as if she needs to go deeper into the psychiatric damage that it can do to your offspring as well. I'm going to actually show a few pieces at the moment just to demonstrate, uh, my opinion. So the first video I'm going to show is of a woman. She is in an interracial relationship. Apparently, you know, this is her second time being married to the man. So they've been divorced before and they decided to give it another try. This is the side of the interracial utopia that black women don't really show. You know, it's not always Skittles at the end of the rainbow. You know, everything is not always candy coated and sugar sweet. You know, I feel like this is the type of side we need to see as well, because it's not always demonstrated equally. So what I'm going to do is put it on this video. So this video is basically of a woman expressing her frustration with her young daughter. Her young daughter realizes that her mother's black, her father's white, and basically the little girl wishes her mother was white too. So I'll actually explain a little bit after I show the video. Hold on one moment.
Sitting outside and the girls are playing, which is loud. Cars are driving by, which is loud. Someone's popping fireworks for some reason. It's not even July anymore. So, well, I was attempting to record a video, but then you decided to come over.
And thank you for the wish. And thank you for the listening.
Anyway, okay, so I posted this on my Facebook, my public Facebook account. Something that Audrey told me, and I don't know. I never thought that I would really have to deal with that for some reason. But she told me that she wishes that I was a white mommy. And my guess is not only is her dad white, but her grandma's white. My dad is white. My dad's parents are white. Her sisters are white.
Notice how
Her
she
sisters
said,
have a white
hold on.
mommy. She sees.
Notice how she said, my dad's parents are white. So everybody in the child's life is white, and they have a negative viewpoint of what black is, or they have not been around their black side enough. So listen further.
Other little girls are white moms. I don't know. Like I guess she just wants me to be the same color as her daddy. And I wasn't really sure how to handle it at first. I kind of just didn't say anything and I walked away and my feelings were hurt because I feel like I'm your mommy. This is what color I am and you should be happy. Like I'm your mom. You know, it shouldn't matter what color I am. And I think I just spent far too much time focusing on teaching them to love themselves and to love what color they are and to love, their hair and what they look like. I kind of forgot to teach them to love me, like to teach them to love who I am and what my background is. And I don't really know how I failed at that. I'm not really sure how to fix it. Um, I don't know. Like I don't know, I just feel like I'm failing. I feel like I failed her. I feel like she's going to have so many questions one day, and I'm not even going to be sure how to answer them. Um, I don't know. I guess it's just kind of one of those hard places in raising mixed children that you really didn't think you'd have to worry about. And I tried to like explain to her, like you only have me as a mommy. If I was a different color, then you wouldn't be you. And um, then she asked me how come her daddy isn't brown like me, and I tried to explain to her, it doesn't really matter what color you are. Not everyone that's the same color falls in love and makes babies. People look different, and then they make beautiful children like you. Blah blah blah. I tried to explain it the best way I could, but she is 4. She's not 14. I don't know. It was just a difficult moment in parenting that I wasn't expecting, and I don't know. It took me a long time as a child to love myself, to love my skin color, because I was picked on. I was picked on all the time for being brown. I was picked on all the time for having dark hair and having dark eyes. And it took me a long time to love myself. And I feel like I don't want my kids to do that. I don't want them to have to go through that. And so I taught them early to love themselves and love their hair and love their skin. But they still have questions and they don't understand. And I don't know, maybe I'm overreacting. What do you guys think? What do you other parents of mixed children, what do you
Okay.
guys do? What have you dealt
All right, y'all. So that's pretty much the ending of that video. So as you can see, at least she admits her fault in, how she was raising the girls. Now, I felt like she wasn't being honest enough. Um, notice how she said, she went through it as a child. A lot of people picked on her because of her skin color, her hair type, her hair texture, and everything else, and she doesn't want her girls to go through that. She made it seem as if, she doesn't want them to feel, insecure about who they are based on just, the simple fact of, they're biracial. But she didn't mention that she wanted to have biracial children because she thought that it was going to shield them from the ridicule of being black. And unfortunately, as she can see, it kind of backfired on her. So this is the type of scene that I believe black women need to be honest. Crystal and Karis never goes into detail on what the effects are on the children. Look at this. Like they're being raised in a confusing environment. And I forgot to mention before that the woman who is in the video is actually a stepmother of 2 pure white children from her husband's previous marriage. So that has an effect on the girls as well. And how does that work? It just doesn't work out very well. Let me look up this other video. Now this one kind of got under my skin because with this video, it was basically like the grandmother was watching her mother, which is black, was watching the baby, and they had she had braided his hair back. So he's mixed. His father is white, the mother is black. He's mixed, and instead of looking like a little white kid with curly hair, he looked like
Going on vacation?
he looked like a little mixed
From
child,
hepatitis A and
So they were kind of upset about that. So let me show you this as well.
Good morning. Go get Thomas. Go get Thomas. You have braids in your hair. You gonna get Thomas? Go get Thomas. Go get Thomas. What up, peeps? Happy Saturday. Hi, what up, peeps? Oh my
Get his
goodness.
pillow. Get his
Chad
pillow.
is going to have a fit when he's
Get his pillow.
Now, see, notice how she said Chad, which is her husband, is going to have a fit because, his child has braids in his hair. Now, what kind of stuff is that? He is half black. So if he has braids in his hair, does that remind the father that he's black too as well?
Hi. How are you? Say it. Grandma did it without a rat tail comb and Grandma braided your hair, huh? Without a rat tail comb and butterfly clips, but how did he let you do it? I'm surprised. You know he was moving. Yeah. That's why in the back it looks a little off. Let me see. This is so funny.
Sorry, y'all, it's lagging.
Seeing his little hair braided. Bring Thomas out of the chair. Your mommy was determined to braid your hair, honey. So, first said, y'all probably would like it. What do you think?
So let me fast forward. That was the mother's reaction. Now let's watch the father's reaction.
Thank you. Hey. Why is it here? I had to get your reaction before you seen it. I was cussed. I know. I heard that.
Okay, so that's enough of that video. So as you can see, he wasn't too pleased that his son looked black. It was almost like a reminder, like, hey, my son is, half black, So as you can see, I made this video because I wanted to show both sides of the spectrum of what Crystalline cares in, and many people like her and the fanatics swirlers don't show us that there is a downside to, this whole thing of, I gotta find me a white man. And I have no problem with interracial dating, either way it goes. I have no issue with, black women being with white men, but you have to do your research and you have to, really open your eyes to see what type of man he is and if he is, the right man for you. Because if you choose the wrong, man or the wrong white man to have your family with, we'll look at the results of your children. A lot of these kids are going to have issues because they're mixed up. So that's the end of my dialogue. I just wanted to, get back out there and say a few things. So if you like this video, there's more to come. This is just, a little thing that I wanted to put out because I haven't put anything out in a long time. So I just wanted to get my feet wet again. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that sub button. There will be more to come. All right?